Yesterday, we reported the Bahamas Christian Council's opposition to the government's intention to hold a public referendum on gambling. Well, now operators of the Numbers houses are speaking out, and the group formed the so-called We Care coalition say it fully supports the government's referendum bid. In a press statement issued yesterday, the operators of immensely popular web cafes indicate that their aim is not only to achieve regularization of the business, but bring clarity to a situation that's been fraught with contradictions, emotional demands, and decisions that have not been based on sound reasoning. The We Care coalition feels its businesses represent great economic value for all residents of the Bahamas as they collectively employ more than 3,000 Bahamians during a time of economic uncertainty. The Royal Bahamas Police Force Marine Unit is noting a new trend in the movement of illegal immigrants in and out of the Bahamas. Superintendent Clarence Finlayson explains the link to stolen vessels.
Because they try to blend and change the process now to say, well, you see a boat there and you see an ordinary fishing boat or yachting boat and where that you check. You know, we had an operation a couple of months ago where that you have, we stopped the boat and checked it, and you have maybe 100-something nations on board below.
Now, Finlayson was addressing the marine operators of the Bahamas annual general meeting yesterday, speaking to the trends in boat theft, which indicate that the highest rate of thefts take place in Abaco and New Providence. Now, Finlayson works closely with marine operators, advising them of trends and hotspots. From a criminal aspect, he and his team say aside from human trafficking, drug runners also look to steal vessels.
Right now, they stand now, we have 3 people right now in Andrews now being processed right now because of they went from Nassau to Andrews and Fresh Creek, try to steal a boat they was caught, and we see it's their boat now, so we're just processing that right now as I speak.
Today, hundreds of Bahamians were able to check their HIV or AIDS status as part of National HIV Testing Day observances. The event was held in Roslyn Square and sponsored by Scotiabank. However, it's the Ministry of Health and its health and prevention partners which lead in the testing and education aspects of the Know Your Status campaign. The Broadcasting Corporation is also committed to the prevention and spread of HIV and AIDS. Today, the ZNS talk show The Exchange was taped in Roslyn Square. Appearing on the show was Deputy Chief Medical Officer in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Delon Brennan.
We get lots of people who just walk up and say, what's going on with that? And you're able to educate them about what it is to know your status when it comes to HIV and how it's just a regular part of your medical care. So partnering with Scotiabank and knowing that across the region since 2008. They've been doing this within the Caribbean through Scotiabank and really getting the word out about HIV, and having days like this really highlights all of those initiatives.
It's time for today's Doctor's Hospital Health Tip. All information on food labels is based on the serving size listed. Similar food products have similar serving sizes. This makes it easier to compare food. Be sure to check serving sizes to ensure you're not eating or drinking more than the recommended serving size. Limit total fat, cholesterol, and sodium. Use percentage daily value to see how a food fits into your diet. Percentage daily value tells you whether the nutrient contributes a lot or a little to your total daily diet. Percentage daily value can also help you compare products. Only vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, and iron are required to be listed on a label. A food company can list other vitamins and minerals if they want to. Here are some common label terms and what they mean. Low calorie has 40 calories or less per serving. Reduced calories has 25% fewer calories than the regular or reference product. Sugar-free has less than 0.5 grams of sugar per serving. Sodium-free has less than 5 milligrams of sodium per serving. Very low sodium has 35 milligrams or less of sodium per serving. Low sodium has 140 milligrams or less of sodium per serving, and reduced sodium has 25% less sodium than the reference produce. Lean has less than 10 grams of fat, less than 2 grams of saturated fat, and less than 95 milligrams of cholesterol per serving and per 100 grams. Low fat has 3 grams or less of fat per serving. Low cholesterol has 20 milligrams or less of cholesterol and 2 grams or less of saturated fat per serving.